Um, Thank you so much. I need to start from the genesis, the background, to that initiative. Actually, in 2018, the federal government approved the Strategic Revenue Growth Initiative framework, and it was followed by a circular signed by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. And that gave us, the basis, a working tool, the initial policy working tool on which we built on. And, we had a committee made up of representatives of ministries, departments, and agencies, and key stakeholders in revenue generation. And actually this office, through the approval of the Honorable Minister of Finance, actualize that policy implementation through that committee. And actually the climax of it was what you saw, being an orientation given to those directors of revenues that will be deployed to the government-owned enterprises. The reason behind that policy is to boost revenue, particularly looking at the performance of the key revenue-generating agencies. There are about 10 of them being considered for the pilot exercise, but beyond the 10, we are also going to expand and do a kind of all-encompassing approach to it, so that revenue directors are eventually deployed to all revenue-generating agencies and key revenue-generating institutions of government. I told you it is essentially just to boost our revenues, harness the resources that are bound there in those agencies, make them do more in terms of their generation, accounting, and put a framework that is more transparent on revenue generation matters. That has greatly helped. The portal is up and doing, it is working, and like also any other policy of government, for us to run the portal, we feel it is important we include other agencies and even non-governmental agencies to ensure that the portal is working effectively. So in essence, there is a committee, a steering committee made up of investigative agencies, the EFCC, the ICPC. We also include non-governmental organizations, and we made sure that we put all these structures in place to ensure that it's not just this office that is running the policy. Transparency International is also represented, CISLAS, and so on. And so the portal is effective, efficient, web-based, and that has given latitude for Nigerians, and indeed anybody, institution, individual, or any other person who may wish to have information about the expenditure and revenues of any government agency, any, no exception, to key into the portal, ask questions, expenditure from 5 million and above, and now we want to even take it down. Other expenditures below 5 million can equally be seen. And so this has provided visibility and has provided the much needed impetus and that spirit to assist government to make sure that interest government has in openness and open governance, to which government itself has keyed into as an international kind of convention. So we are doing the much we can do as an institution to ensure that we are also on the same page with the policy of government on transparency, accountability, and good governance. The IPPIS as a platform has brought about all the government spendings on personnel cost onto a platform, onto a given dashboard, and it has ensured that we have stopped the practice of sending money directly to agencies of government to pay salaries and wages of staff. So everything is now being centered onto a platform, and that has brought about a lot of benefits. First, control. Second, savings. Between 2017 and 2019, through the use of IPPIS platform, we've been able to provide savings to the tune of 361 billion. We have not calculated the figures for 2020. So you can see the enormity of the benefits. And in terms of personnel, control of personnel and other aspects of human resource management, IPPIS also is playing a very great role. And so there is also already a move in place to activate the human resource model of IPPIS and merge it with the IPPIS model, which is the payroll model, to get the maximum benefit, because it is only marry the two that will take the best out of the system. The way we are going, bringing about technology, use of technology in revenue generation, this will bring visibility, and it will reduce the leakages as much as possible, and then ensuring that all these reforms that we do are put in place, made effective. All the necessary capacity that needs to be given should be given, and I believe that's the way to go. And the strategic revenue growth initiative that the Minister of Finance has championed through the able leadership of the Honorable Minister of Finance is also being given a very greater role, and we are all party to it. We are critical stakeholders. We have our own responsibilities as contributors to that, and I think we will get it done.